JavaScript is a powerful language which allows you to build websites that are interactive. For all remaining projects in this curriculum, you need to know the basics of HTML, CSS, which I do. So we're gonna end up copying and pasting in there. And then we do need to link this to, I think, I need to link this in, I believe I do, rel equals style sheet. Oh my gosh, I have to sneeze so bad right now. Close that one. And then it says create a div in the body, which I need to have a closing for the body. And then we create this div, which should be, oh wait, just straight up a div. What am I talking about? Like a class. Oh, never mind. They don't want a class. They don't want a class. So we're doing div ID equals game within my body element. It's not industry standard, but for some reason, they're making me do it, y'all, and that's just not right. Oh, but you can also use it to see values of variables in your code, which is a helpful debugging. So add a console log line between your script and then click the console button to open console. Wait, so there's a way to open my console? So I got Control Shift I. That is crazy. Typing it could be goated. Hello world, and we're gonna close that out, and that should be it. That ended up working. They're just showing me, I guess, that it's possible to type in HTML and then also inside of here to be able to do the same thing. Now it outputs hello world. We can even go to this console and we also have hello world there as well, but we're gonna stop opening that at this point. So that was me recording a little bit about JavaScript, and right now I'm honestly about to just unwind because I have such a nasty headache because I'm sick literally right now, so I'm probably going to go and take Tylenol. I don't really have medicine, so that sucks, man. I wish I had like NyQuil or something because the way I'm feeling is crappy. But honestly, I didn't have a bad headache until I started trying to learn how to code. Probably should have knew that because I'm sick, that's gonna be a bad combination because I already kind of had a headache and, you know, stuff like that because I'm sick. So now I'm trying to learn how to code. I'm freaking out and I can't even understand what the hell I'm seeing. I'm gonna go take notes for this JavaScript, the stuff that you just saw me filming earlier. Gotta take a bunch of notes here. I'm trying to make this, of course, into a little study vlog. I love having a study vlog. Alright, y'all, I know today ended up, you know, just moving by really fast, really quickly. I believe I only filmed about 4 minutes of me studying, so I want to film myself studying some more. And I'm also, as you can see in the background, if I can make that focus, I'm about to be recording a YouTube video, so I'm gonna be taking you all along that as well as me learning. I learned a lot more, but I ended up learning more at my partner's parents' house, so going there and filming would have been crazy. So let's jump into this next set of clips, and I'm still going to be studying a bit more JavaScript. I do need to end up getting into my HTML, my CSS courses, but man, it's like the more that I continue with JavaScript, there's just always so much to learn that I feel like if I don't keep pushing in the JavaScript courses, it's like I'm gonna forget JavaScript. Like now I'm at the point where if you tell me to write a function, I know how to write that into a function. I know how to write an array. I know how to write a for loop, and I know how to write an if else loop, or not loop, but an if else, right? And writing those things, like I know how to do it now. I understand the structure of it, but when it comes down to what to write in it, unless, you know, obviously from FreeCodeCamp, when they direct you, it's a little bit more easier. But I'm still confused, like I said, in how can I knowledgeably come up with that myself. But now I am getting better at, like I said, at the structure of it. So I understand the structure, meaning I understand the basics, I understand the fundamentals. I just need to be able to implement it on my own. And I think the best way to do that is to be building projects, and FreeCodeCamp be having you build projects. So hey, that's currently what I'm doing. And I don't know if this video is gonna come out before my last episode for my to-do list. I'll actually probably have that episode out next week, the finished product of the to-do list, and only because I'm sick and I feel like I don't have like the energy to actually film that last video. And I feel like that last video, well, I mean, it might do good, it might not, right? But it's the finished product of a project, and I want to be really much more hyped. I want it to be better quality filmed. And I don't want to rush that particular video because that is the last one. I'm just more happy to be able to put these videos on the side as they get to study and stuff, and that it, you know, my videos are very inspirational, and I love that. Thank y'all so much, man, because or motivational as well. That is just such a beautiful thing, man, to have a community here. Even if it's a community of 400 subscribers, y'all, this is still amazing. This is still beautiful, and I just love this community here so much, like to my core. No matter how small or big this gets, man, I really love everybody that is here, everybody that is learning with me, people that have made it, but they give such beautiful advice. It's like, y'all don't have to, man. I'm a nobody, but y'all do it. And it's just so great to have this nice community here of a bunch of people who are either struggling, just learning, or have done it, man, and they just leave such great advice here. And I think this is just such a beautiful, beautiful community to have on YouTube. And not many people have a community of people who are so nice and so advice driven and just so, you know, just great energy. And I just love it so much. A lot of people have communities where it is a little bit detrimental possibly to their mental health, and I feel like y'all really encourage me a lot. And if it wasn't for y'all, I probably wouldn't be, you know, continuously posting. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a lot of views, and that's how y'all know it's not about the views to me or the watch hours or the money. I'm not even monetized. This simply is just about community, and I don't care if it ever grows again, and if this is the only community I got. This is just amazing. So far though, in the month of June, I think we already got 20 subscribers. That is crazy, y'all. And it's only been 3 days. Righty. Okay, so now you need to modify your display text and change the inner text property of the text variable to be you enter the store. So you need to modify your display text. Change the inner text property of the text variable. What do we say? Oh, put it here. Okay, so we're changing the inner text property of the text variable. Okay, so are we saying text and then we're doing inner? This is probably gonna be, what the hell am I doing? Text, and then we're going to have to equal that, and it's going to say this here. Now, if that doesn't work, I screwed myself. But it says something about a variable, so that, okay, so first of all, what the hell just happened here? Okay, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna have to go check. Well, oh my gosh, this is a tongue twister. I'm gonna have to go and check if text is the variable name, is what I was trying to say. Property for the text variable. I am simply tired, and I just started filming, so this is not right. So now they want me to create 3 new empty functions, which we are very. And I was gonna say, oh, damn, I clicked that button way too much. It's just what we're gonna do. And at this point, you know me, we try to make it very easy to complete here. So we don't got time to sit here and do a bunch of nonsense. We're just gonna copy and paste literally everything. Go to town. Okay, that ended up going straight through. Very, very simple. I just want to write down at least one of these functions so I can keep future Marzi, when she looks back at this, to understand, oh, that's how you do it. Just in case. I may be far behind. Actually, you know, I said that's what I was gonna do, but I don't think I am. I think future Marzi is hopefully going to know how to create new functions. Then copy and paste the contents of the go store function into the go town function. Oh, they said a lot of things, and tired Marzi is not it. So they want me to paste it basically up here. Not even basically, but then they want me to copy and paste all of this, but do they want me to delete it from there, or do they want me to keep it in both? Your code function should have the same contents. Oh, okay. Okay, just in case, we had to make sure. All right, so now they have the same exact thing. Is that what they're gonna make me do? Okay, yeah, so that ended up going through. That's just a simple note, to be honest. There's a lot of things that they want me to do. So in your code function, change your button elements inner text properties to be go to store, go to cave, and fight the dragon. This feels a little bit more easier. Honestly, it's probably not. Probably would be easier for me to just type go cave. Yeah, as I said, I'm probably taking my sweet time doing that. And then we're going to go fight dragon. And that should be it, to be honest. Oh wait, no, my bad. Finally update the inner text, and we're going to switch it to this. And let's see what that says. You are in the town square and you see a sign that says store. So wait, so this button, so if I click go to, oh okay, and I think that is this one. Oh, that is pretty sick. Okay, I see exactly what's going on here. This is actually pretty damn sick, y'all. So if I go back to town square, I click go to cave. Okay, so we don't have that yet. We only have this, and this doesn't even work yet neither. So oh my gosh, that is just sick. Call it update, function update, and then you close this, and then we're giving it a location, I believe. If update is not what we're doing. Oh, okay, perfect. I am goated. I end up taking a note on this, and all I gotta write is just, well, there's actually a bunch of things that they taught me here. They taught me that I currently have a repetition in my code when it comes to in the go town and go store functions, right? So in those functions, I need to be able to create, I don't think it's inside the functions, right? No, yeah, this is just, I need to be able to create a different function that will stop what is currently going on. So they're currently teaching me about objects. Now, I've been waiting for this my whole life. No, I'm just kidding, but I've heard about objects. I heard about a lot of people who use them. And I think that is really, you know, you learn that, especially when it comes to JavaScripts. So, or JavaScripts is crazy, but to JavaScripts. We got objects are an important data type in JavaScript, because like I said, every time I've heard somebody talk about building with JavaScript, I never once did not hear about objects. I'm just assuming that is something that's possibly may always be needed when you are stacking up some data. So it says the next few steps will end up helping me understand that. So we're kind of doing a bunch of random stuff right now with the cat, but it's okay, we're just learning. So something else I learned about objects here is that objects are non-primitive data types, which can store key value pairs, and non-primitive data types are mutable data types that are not undefined, null, boolean, number, string, or symbol. And they're also mutable, meaning that it is changeable. So that is pretty damn good. So I'm very happy to finally be learning about this and finally be able to put this into perspective. The only thing is, though, that like I said currently sucks is I'm already struggling enough to sit there and write functions on my own. How can I write an object, an array, a for loop, or an if? And that is where it ends up getting there. But I think honestly, with everything that I know, because I do know the fundamentals in a sense, it's hard for me to build on my own, but I do know the fundamentals specifically when it comes to JavaScript in a sense, and I have to pat myself on the back for that and give myself some props, because that is good, right? A lot of people probably learn this and then don't really understand the fundamentals as well as not being able to build. But it's like, no, I understand the fundamentals and I can admit it. I'm struggling with building. You know, a lot of people, they get afraid to say that, or they're afraid to show themselves to learn, or they're afraid that they're not where somebody else in 5 years said they were back when they started. You know, at the end of the day, I don't care. I move at my own pace, and I'm not trying to get stuck in tutorial hell, but particularly while learning JavaScript, I am struggling. So a lot of people might say I'm stuck in tutorial hell, and honestly, I'm building projects. I'm literally creating a to-do list. I created a what was it called, like a counter. So far I created 2 projects that involve JavaScript, so I don't think I'm too stuck in tutorial hell, but I know I'm definitely looking at a bunch of definitions, so more than I am coding. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You just have to know when it's time to learn and when it's time to code. And as of right now, I think I'm in a time of learning. I don't really know too much, and it's best for me to just take a lot of notes. And another thing is too, is I like to do like either guided projects or just watching somebody else make a project and then looking into their code specifically and understanding why they put certain code there to make a certain button work, to make this connect with this. Like, it really helps break it down completely to when you need to do it. And I think the best thing too with JavaScript is write down what needs to get done in clear words, right? So for instance, if you're trying to make a button function, and let's say what you're trying to do is that the button won't work if there is nothing in the text area, right? What you need to do is break that down into everything that you need to write. What variables will you need to declare? What in your function, do you need a primitive or do you need nothing in there? Do you just need to write a result? Do you need an alert? Do you want it to alert that you can't type nothing? Different things like that, and write down what you would need, because it's like I know exactly what I would need. I just need to break down the question, and it's like I keep refusing to do that, and it's like I just want to get the answer. It's like, no, just break down the question and solve it piece by piece by piece. And that's the best way to end up learning JavaScript, in all honesty, is just try to solve it piece by piece. If you know you're doing a certain function, okay, declare a certain variable. Now use that function with that variable. Do you need a primitive? No, then don't do it. When you get to the middle, how do we get this button to, like, basically write the function, because this is where it's going to get difficult for me to explain it, but right inside of there, you know, if you click it and there's nothing, so you just have two quotes, meaning there's nothing written there, you will get an alert. You know what I'm saying? But you would break that down into two different things. I don't know. That came out really bad, but I'm sure y'all know. I wasn't going to end it here, but then I just wouldn't shut up. So at the end of the day, this is where it's going to end. I hope y'all ended up enjoying this study vlog. This is about me studying for about, I want to say like 3-ish hours, just cut down into a very short video, which I'm sure y'all are very thankful for. So, deuces.